Okay, much better. I have food in my stomach now. This is great.
Okay, I'm live now, but I still don't have STV.
Hello, Twitch.
Nobody's watching.
TV. Hello. Well, they can watch if they watch the VOD.
I'll put the VOD up, yeah.
Do you have VOD saving turned on automatically?
No, but I'll manually do that. I have it set to save, but not to upload it.
Okay, cool. My food that I was talking about was the Taco Bell that I got on my way home, and I haven't had a Taco Bell anything in fucking yonks, and that might have hit the spot better than anything I could have had.
Yeah, just give it 2 hours.
Yeah, well, that's the flip side, right? Is it goes from being delicious, oh, I'm so glad I ate that, to pain and misery and suffering.
He sent
Often all at the same time, too. So,
he
you know,
sent me a connect line without a port. What's default? 27020 for STV?
I think so, yeah.
I'll try that.
Send it my way too.
Yeah, I'll see if it works first. You like my graphic on this stream?
It is actually better than a graphic that I wouldn't even have made a graphic.
I spent about 10 minutes on it.
I'd be like, we're on Gully, Product, and Reckoner, and you can. These are the players. Well, who's who? Like I just told you, you know. And instead we got production value here. God damn.
Alright, it looks like it's working. I'll send it to you.
Based. Did we even play these guys during this season?
No, we didn't play either of these teams.
Oh God.
Oh, I put it in the Discord instead of in the whatever. You'll see it.
Well, it works.
Looks like there's only a couple people in the server so far.
It's just kind of funny where it's like we're broadcasting IM thing, and we didn't even play this team or the other. I don't even think we scrimmed them.
No, we never played or scrimmed either of these teams. I've only even played with like 2 of these players before.
Yeah, I recognize Sergeant Salad and Gaspar, and everybody else is just like a name.
Yeah, I've pugged with Benso before. From what I remember, he's a pretty good calmer, so he probably main calls. I
Yeah,
could be wrong though, but he is on Pocket Scope.
if anybody's watching, Loot is looking for a new team next season, possibly. We'll see.
We'll see.
But, so you can go on twitch.tv, or not Twitch, teamfortress.tv, and find his thread.
Go down frag my thread. Leave a rude comment. That's what we like to see. So this ringer Stary is a Highlander player from what I can tell. And I know like most of the season they had Gaspar or MX or whatever, however you say it, on flank scout and someone else on pocket scout, but it looks like they're running him pocket scout scrims. So they're kind of changing it up. I'm pretty sure Gabriel was their roamer for most of the season, but
Well, I think it's one of those things where it's like if you're swapping your flank over to your pocket, it's not as big a thing as getting like a ringer who has to
yeah,
merge himself
trying
with
to
a
put a
pocket
ringer
role.
on pocket scout's probably a little tougher than.
Yeah.
I have no clue who calls for either of these teams anyway, but I think they both have pretty decent demos. Honestly, there's a lot of really good demos in IM this season. Everyone but Fredo. Fredo's just terrible.
See, I was about to say none as good as Fredo. You know?
He's so terrible that he's not here casting with us, so we have to trash talk him.
Voice enable 9 was not what I wanted. Yeah, I mean, I like the map picks that we've got going at the least.
Yeah, Reckoner is a third map.
Yeah,
I guess
I mean,
neither team thought it would get picked maybe and didn't ban it. Either that or one team or the teams actually practiced it and are like, oh, my opponents probably won't practice it.
I don't mind Reckoner. I like Reckoner as a map. Although NA hasn't quite taken to it as we did in Osfort.
Yeah.
So, but I like it as like a curveball pick.
I haven't played it that much, but it feels really combo heavy. Like your flank has to do a lot because there's so many flankers, but it seems to be like the team with the better combo scouts winning half the time,
Yeah.
more than half
I
the
think
time.
it's just a team with the better combo in general. I don't think it's a very it's a map where you can take a lot of really fast like scout transitions and scout
It kind of
this or that.
plays
But like
more like Metalworks maybe than any of the other maps in the pool.
yeah. I think I mean well the mid reminds me a lot of Badlands without the well it is kind of a very Badlands-esque mid without quite as much height. Um I think for Reckoner it's the map is so small feeling. It's so crowded that I think while it allows for those really fast scout transitions that leash to scout and run with the beam, it's not a map that's like inherently scout heavy. It's very much like it reminds me of Goalie Wash in that sense, um, where like scouts can have good games on Goalie Wash, but it's like it's not purpose built for them to have good games, such as
Yeah.
like the way other maps feel these days. So
I will say the last point feels really good for scouts. It's more like it's similar to process last
yeah.
in
I
a lot
think
of ways.
the last is where the scouts really come alive. I think the last points and the transitions from mid into second is where scouts are most valuable. Um, but there's like a lot of work that other players can do in the interim period.
Yeah,
Um,
looking at match comms, it looks like this is that's straight out of Canada's third pick. Mexfrag chose to ban Sunshine and Process.
oh, the Mexfrags they're all Mexicans, isn't it? So like they're playing
I
at
don't know
that
about
being
all, but several of
disadvantage.
them, yeah.
Okay.
They could
Well,
be on Dallas, I don't know, I haven't checked.
I think that might be one of the reasons why the product pick is in there. If it's like, okay, well, we might not be able to compete at the same level if we're on the whatever ping, but like we can still shoot them,
Yeah,
which is where product comes in very well. I like the goalie pick though. I'm a big goalie wash fan. It's somehow become my favorite map over the years in the pool.
it can be pretty fun to watch. It's some slightly different last hold and last pushes strategies on it.
Mm.
Some banner or heavy play maybe.
Anybody who takes if you take the if you run a heavy to their last, it's actually it's actually absurdly powerful. I'm a big fan of heavy plays on this map, offensive heavy plays.
It's one
But
of
I
the
think I
few in
think
the pool that it's still good on, honestly,
yeah.
because we don't really play. Only invite gets to play Grainer and we don't get to play Badlands. And those are probably the only maps I would really run heavy on last for. Pushing last, I mean.
Yeah.
I saw some people try to do it Sunshine, that might be not bad. Top right. But
I think it just depends on how early the heavy shows himself. I've
yeah,
always made a
well,
point on teams that we run that on where it's like, all right, if you're coming up heavy, like you can't yell medic, you can't make any noise.
mhm.
Like you have to be willing to like shut the fuck up and and come in after the Uber's taken and receive your crit buff.
Yeah,
Because
the
like
problem with, I guess, heavy on Sunshine might be that if you're pushing top right with combo, other teams frequently just shoving flank and they'll see your heavy for the repush,
yeah.
so.
Well, I think the heavy has to come in like either where the combo is pushing in just late,
Yeah, but I'm just
or
saying
it has to
someone will
come in
see
late.
him before and he won't be a surprise.
Yeah.
Because the traditional play is you Uber exchange, back up, full buff your heavy, and push back in. Nowadays,
Well, I
people seem to
think
be doing that with a banner instead of with a heavy, which is a similar idea, but
I
banner for
think
after the Uber.
I think the reason why it works so well on goalie is just because the goalie last is so crowded, right? Whereas Sunshine and other lasts, if you run the heavy, there's so much space for their team to kite into, and just like collect the buffs that like even if your heavy's outputting damage, the rate of damage that he's going to get from shooting players all the way across on the other side of the map versus like something like Gully Wash where there's really no place to hide and the only place you can hide like it's just like okay go just walk on the point have fun. It sort of like contributes to it being so effective. We've always done it where it's like you either push in through Shutter or push in through River. um and then the med, when his Uber fades, he's actually fading on the ground in front of drop down, or launch pad rather. And the heavy comes in through launch and is just standing on the platform with 450. You know, there are different ways to do it, but that's why I see it being most effective.
Mm-hmm.
See, we don't know anything about the players. We can't
Yeah,
talk about, like,
they might just play a
how are they
completely
gonna
orthodox
perform.
game. It might just be fucking last holds with quick fix and heavy for 5 hours. No, there's no quick fix, but who knows how this game will play. I don't know about sniper players on either of these teams. I'm pretty sure Gaspar MX snipes. I don't know about the other team at all if they have a sniper player.
They're all IM players, like I imagine they're just gonna take a sniper out at some point because they don't know what to do
Right.
otherwise. I'm
I'm
still in
thinking
Florida.
more for map 2 Viaduct, if we're gonna see anyone try to run full-time sniper.
If anybody runs full-time sniper on Viaduct, I will kill them myself. I don't know. I'm firmly in like the if sniper was deleted from the game, like nothing of value would be lost. So I'm a little bit biased here.
Ban all the sniper rifles so you can only run classic and huntsman. Wait,
Unironically,
classic's probably actually useful in that though, relative to a huntsman.
classic TF2 fashion, players are taking 10 years to get in the server.
Red had 6 pretty quick here, but
They just want it so they can get that forfeit win, you know, a cheeky win, don't have to do anything on the night. If you're actually the type of person to do that though, it's I don't know. You're sweating too hard, man. Just like play the fucking game.
okay.
Not that I think that's gonna happen, but you know,
I'm going
take my
to
moment to vent.
switch camera to TF2 and go take a quick washroom break, and hopefully they don't start before I'm back.
Which means people are left with me. Hello to the Twitch. Make sure you follow this dude, ghost_loot.
No, do not follow my...
There's no other reason. I'm not gonna explain any further. You know, he's a good guy. Pick him up for your team too, or don't. I don't know. So yeah, this is IM quarterfinals season, whatever it is. Mexfrag versus straight out of Canada, the two non-American teams in the div, going at it. We of course Loot and myself, just Jazz, were on Bruh Moment this season where we went dead even. But we actually, I don't think we ever played this team. I don't think we've ever played either team in in this season or in Scrim, so we can't really. I don't know anything about these players, right? But you know, we got to bring the games to the people, and we're bringing the games to the people today, tonight, right here. That's all I got. I'm gonna take a hit of my joint. And we do have
I'm back. There's
almost 10 in server.
still not enough players. The pings look not too bad for this Mexico team if they are actually currently living in Mexico.
Ay caramba.
No clue if they are or not either. But
Maybe they all live in America, but they're just Mexicans.
could be. It could
Right.
also be, if this is a Dallas server, then like 75 ping could be from Mexico. Leave a comment in the chat if you know these players and where they're from.
Did you say someone did comment or,
No, I
or
said leave a comment.
Oh.
Chat, let me know if there's any issues with volumes or anything like that. I haven't played around with it much.
Did you just make the Twitch today?
Yep. I had
Nice.
OBS set up because I record videos sometimes, but I might turn my game volume down even more. They don't really need to be listening to it.
Spoiler warning from Dr. Bread PhD Nide. Uncanny's team is gonna win, he says. And then Salichin, whatever. It says he knows Uncanny, but his location is a secret he must keep. So,
Well, we were talking
early,
about the other team for location, so
yeah. We're talking about the
isn't straight
Mexican
out of
team.
Canada. These guys are all from Canada, right? Surely. The guy with 17 ping is definitely from Canada.
I thought it'd be like these guys are all from Canada, eh? See, we don't know any of the teams. Like I said, we didn't play these guys during the season. Our team didn't scrim either, so like we didn't didn't have an opportunity to play them. So, but yeah, I mean it should be a fun series, hopefully.
Yeah,
Although
both
Uncanny's
teams
team the
had
early chat favorite.
yeah, both teams had fairly similar schedules, similar record. They're the 4th and 5th seeds. I think they did play in the season. I thought it was on Reckoner maybe, and Mexfrag won 5-0. I don't know the circumstances surrounding the game, and I do know Reckoner was straight out of Canada's pick in this series, so maybe they've been practicing it more, or who knows, maybe they had ringers or something that game. Or they need revenge. We'll see if it even goes to a map 3. Mexfrag is also playing with a ringer on flank scout.
It should have rang old Z. You guy's a point cap and warrior. Excuse me. My joint went down the wrong way, it seems. Excuse me.
Where is Z, by the way? He's supposed to be casting with us.
He'll be around.
Well, we do have 12 in the server now.
Yeah, so we should be going live here soon, hopefully. I'm ready for some games, man. I love a good game of goalie wash.
Mexfrag is readied up too. We're just waiting on straight out of Canada.
I feel like I've seen Benzo around the place too. And he's
Yeah, he is in a
going
few
decent.
pug groups. They are going live right now. Taking a look at the first mid from straight up third person view. I know it's the worst
Classic.
possible, but just to get
You
an
gotta
idea of what teams
you
are
gotta
doing.
turn on your glow outlines too. That'd
Oh
be
yeah.
very useful.
How do I do that?
I'll look it up. I'll just spectate the mid real quick.
Looks like one soldier's pushing under with red. He's just standing around under. Playing their own sides. Not too much going on now. One soldier's flanking through elbow. He's definitely spotted. They're pretty passive so far here. Blue is just leaving. Their soldiers are down. They're gonna elect to play second. And straight out of Canada's heading straight in to take the fight to them.
Still
Not sure if they're trying
glow.
to. Not sure if they're trying to Uber check him, or it doesn't look like it. They have disad anyway. Ooh, bad. That's not good. I guess they shouldn't be holding in that deep when they don't even have the Uber yet. Dying with 95. Not really what you want to see. Anyone runs going for a salvage.
So it's glow underscore outline underscore effect underscore enable
Oh yeah, I found
1.
it.
And then there's also TF underscore enable underscore glows after respawn.
You know what? It might
1.
not work in DX8.
It's not going to work in DX8, so
Yeah.
well, that's fine. You can swap between maps.
Yeah, between maps I'll relaunch.
Well, they've had one person go down in Big Door. They've actually managed
Yeah.
to put their demo in
They're busting
in
lobby
the
here.
stairwell.
Yeah. They're in
This
the
is
last already.
really aggressive.
Yeah, that's kind of an early
That's-
force. I don't really like the launch pad
Yeah.
waddle there, but and they need a scout in their Uber. Where has he gone to?
He looped back behind because there was a soldier who had gone behind them on launchpad. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think
of that, their med and demo are down, and they're back to full disad.
Yeah, I think there if they instead of trying to shove out of the
Redback's going for a back cap. No one's here.
Get hit.
One scout. Oh, you gotta hit those rockets.
He got the entire team. Yeah.
Missed
Jesus.
2 rockets. He would have easily had that if he hit that rocket there.
I mean, that's enough that Sergeant Salad down here, like he's gonna get found out, but That's enough that they can't really comfortably push out of their last yet. I mean, they can now. Both soldiers are dead, but
they have to be
that's
careful.
And they get they use.
Because this soldier could almost roll out big door and try to go behind anyway if his team blocks cap. He's trying to do that.
Well, that's what he's doing. Yeah, that's what I'd do. Well, they've got.
They
One
left a
soldier
soldier back. Oh, and scout game. Yeah, they're not falling for that.
Out of the shutter? That was weak.
There's stickies all over it, but they should really be probably like going upper. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they probably could have just wait for the sticks to net and like just edge their way through. I don't think you have to use there at all. They've got Sergeant Salad waiting on the sneaky spot. Gets 2-3 right. He drops them. I don't think he drops them, but he gets the med.
He used like 30%. Not really even a time you want to be sacking, but it works out for them. They did get forced here, but they cleaned up the whole team.
Yeah, it's just one player on last.
Benzo, he's on last. Is he on NG? Yeah, he's too late for NG.
Yeah, just spawned up.
Gonna be a tough.
Yeah, it's one of those like once you know that you're stuck on your last, like it has to be the first thing you come up, or just come up heavy.
Well, he didn't spawn. I don't think. I think he backed up, lived and backed up.
Yeah, there. If you don't have enough time to get the sentry up, just come up heavy or pyro. That was a good re-push though, because I mean Sergeant Salad went huge with that med pick, and then everything was cascaded from there.
Yeah, it was mostly the med pick I'm not even sure mattered that much because they had Uber and the other team was at like 30 or 40. The big thing there was Red pushing out of their last and Ubering and not being able to catch the other med, so they just leapfrogged on the ad there. I think they thought that the combo was closer, but they couldn't get on him. Task trying to engage here. Some nice rockets. Does not finish off the demo though, and he's getting tanked now.
Yeah, and that's your cue to just get the fuck out of here.
Oh, they have cap though. Yeah.
Well, it was unlucky.
I guess he got enough space. They just sort of stacked the cap, but once again, if they're trying to Uber check, they have less Uber. But Blue seems to be building better on these mid fights. Doesn't matter now; it's evened out.
I feel like too they're sort of like delaying if they really want to commit through these choke points or not.
Yeah, Blue looks like they want to exchange. No, he's just walking in for the force. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Only one soldier there with your medic. That shouldn't be happening.
This Uber is brutal for Red. I mean,
Meds might have been caught there. No, he gets out.
He should have been caught. Like,
yeah, that rocket juggled him a bit. No one else shot him. Yeah. Did they see that red guy on the ground?
I think so. Yeah. Well, they picked up 3 of it. So.
Oh yeah, both red soldiers down now.
Yeah, just keep the ball rolling.
They got to run all the way to last tier.
Yeah, and
it is even Uber,
cutting them off. Does he get him?
Yeah, you gotta.
Please. Oh.
Your scout's gotta hit those shots, Hazard. Just take your time and aim, because that's really bad for them now. If they had the even Ubers, a lot more holdable, but Blue can just build their ad, and I don't know why their soldiers are dying in water. They should just be living and building. That's what the rest of their team's doing.
Sergeant was trying to go for like a quick. Well, for Blue, I think he was trying to take advantage of that chaos that getting the med did. But yeah, there if you're uncanny, there you have to hit you gotta hit your shots, and there too I think the med could have done a better job at like.
Yeah, they kind of backed up like they didn't expect that soldier, and he kind of caught him off guard a bit. Like the demo was stuck on the ground and had a hard time shooting him too.
Well,
spam the gun down right
he
now.
was really quick. Brother X
about to Uber the demo in? No, he was about to put a sticky, but they're spamming the gun there. The gun's down.
It looks like they're gonna take an exchange and
gets juggled. Doesn't even matter. It's play point. There's sticks all over it, but this doesn't look good for Red.
That's fucking heaps of cap time, dude. Yeah.
They a lot of them got stuck in top right there in the spawn. I didn't see what happened. Oh, their engineer came back up on heavy, so we didn't even have time to get in a useful position. This is why you need the glow effects, because I'm seeing everything. They had 2 players go into water too, and like bait the player. Yeah, I saw them fighting the soldier from the front. I was on the demo's POV for the whole Uber. I didn't realize the engineer came back up heavy, which is almost always a bad idea because you're not going to be able to move fast enough to stop the point.
Holy shit, dude.
Blue is,
Brother X,
yeah, they've got some momentum here.
So much work, dude. He's getting so many frags.
You can tell they're feeling confident here because that was a very aggressive mid and it just worked fine. Cleaned him up, full wipe. 2 health soldier, 80 health demo. Red's not focusing these guys down.
the blue soldiers are having the game of their lives at the moment,
Yeah,
man.
Brothex is
Like,
in last already too. Oh, he's in river. Doesn't
yeah,
commit.
he's in last, and then
Can't,
Salad,
not
both
letting the
Salad and
not letting him get
both
that gun
Salad
up.
and Brother were on the same side of mid, and like Brother managed to get 3 kills, and then Salad managed to like get himself into safety. He grabbed a pack, and then like as the red med was leaving, he just gets a big fat bomb on them. So here comes the Uber. I mean, they've done enough to push them all into spawn. Now, can you
It's a
finish
pick
the
on the
rest of the fight
flank.
off?
Demo's stuck in spawn, but there's still stickies on point.
Who we got? What's going on, Fredo?
Howdy.
Connect is in
It's in the
with
team
Discord.
chat channel. We're on Gully. It's 2-0 for Mexfrag right now. About to be... No, they defend. Nice, good hold.
Yeah.
With 60 Uber, the med lived. You do have to be a little careful here. Make sure no one comes through baby door, but they should be fine.
Yeah, well, even then, there's not enough cap time.
Probably they're just, yeah, he's just gonna try to get on the med here. They have no scouts with their
How
medic.
does he get on the?
No scouts here. That's
Why is he
not
standing
good.
in the corner, man? Like he's.
It's pretty old orthodoxy to not want to stand on the point as medic
Yeah.
too. They'll
Like
see
even,
the
I mean, even if
times
you're
and they'll be
standing,
bombing it.
yeah, well, even if you're standing on the point, like there's still enough space that you can stand. So if you have to hit a surf, you don't immediately go into the wall.
Mhm.
And like he was stood in the corner. Like that's no man's land if there ever was one in this game.
Well, he's trying to make the cap finish out, but it doesn't really matter. What they want to do is maintain their 70% ad there.
Yeah.
So Red's got players up, but they're disad again. Blue doesn't
Yeah,
seem to
well,
be trying to do anything fancy. They're just building this out, and they're going to probably do the same push as last time. Not even a gun to spam down. They do have a heavy up. C450. The heavy is
no,
not
he's
450.
300.
I didn't see. Is he water?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
So
Yeah,
they can't really buff him there. He's just gonna go down. Uber's popped. One scout very hurt
Time's
here,
coming.
but they're getting lots of frags. It's not gonna be stoppable.
The soldiers just bait their entire team that last fight and then just try to jump on the point when there's a half second away from capping. That's pretty brutal if you're on straight out of Canada. Like fucking Mexfrag came to ball and they Sergeant Salad and Brother X, like it doesn't show it on the scoreboard, but they were doing so much work for their team. Just
Yeah,
like
I can pull up the
getting the
logs in a
frags.
second here. Do you think halftime will be long enough for me to launch in DX9? Let me
Only one way to find
pull
out.
the log up on screen first. At least there's something to look at that way.
Holy shit! It's just damage difference at the moment, man.
Yeah, so you talk about these stats while I figure out my shit. Looks
Um,
like
I mean, it's what you would expect from like. Okay,
soldiers
goodbye,
on
Fredo.
blue are pounding pretty heavily, same with the demo.
Yeah, it's like, and the soldiers on blue aren't even getting like that many frags in a numerical standpoint, but like the frags that they're getting are so valuable. At least Sergeant Salad, like he's not got the best KDA. But even Brother X, I mean, Brother X is having a great game.
What's the right direct
But
X? 95?
yeah, 95 or 98. But both of them are just like they're either getting the space, and Brother X is just he's finding so many opportunities just to like play aggressive and like just fucking gung ho it. Like that pick he got on the med on their last was solely because
He's on Roamer,
he
right?
yeah, well he was just following the play and he
So
was just
possibly
thinking
an
that they're
issue
gonna
with
be
Red's flank players giving him too much space.
well it's that, and like the times where he's gone massive is like when the flank has broken down on the side of straight out of Canada. So he's just getting a lot of free space. But and even then there's sometimes the red med is not doing himself any favors whatsoever. Like he's not
Yeah,
surfing.
I saw he got
He's
caught in bad places at least twice that game.
yeah.
And out of 5
Um,
deaths, that's probably the only 2 times, but it makes a difference and the other med only dies 2 times.
yeah.
This
So it's like
ringer on flank scout has a incredibly damage positive stat line right now. So it does
yeah.
look like the blue flank is kind of tearing apart Reds.
I feel bad. Dr. Bread PH denied says I feel bad for Task RN. Feel like he's not getting the best value per life. Maybe it's an off day.
He has good
Um,
damage. He has died a lot. He only has 4 frags. Hard to tell.
I
There's a
think
lot
they're
of
just
stuff
getting.
roamers do does not show up on logs. He does have a
I,
med pick,
I think they're just
which
getting
out of 2 deaths, that's, you know,
game's
50%.
back on. By the way, we're on the next mid fight.
Yeah, I just got my game back. Oh, I have
Yeah.
to switch my
So,
OBS.
Uncanny's first one to die. Okay, so now it's even players. Brother X goes down. This is a really, really slow mid. There's no committal from either team yet, and now the blue soldier's in. Now you got to walk across the point, which they do.
Yeah, Red's
You gotta
got a
walk.
lot of point space. They've been doing okay in mid fights, other than that last
No,
one, but their med
no.
dies to chip shots.
Man, they had
Too
it
far
like
forward.
they had it served up for them on a platter because
Blue soldier can salvage here. The med was 60 health. Nice valve air shot off the wall.
Yeah. But it's like Red had an opportunity where their team, like they had gotten enough spam over, and then one soldier jumps in and the other jumps in, and their scouts commit to almost going all the way across the point, and then they ended up backing out. They just needed to like fully commit to the rest of the space. Like they bought the space and they're like, no, we don't want it anymore. Let's go away. And like they had that mid fight. They would have won that mid fight easily if they just would have like continued to have
I didn't
committed.
see what initially hurt the medic there, but he died to chip shots from the scouts. So he must have been pretty hurt and too far forward for that health. But both teams are just going to be resetting right now. But Blue started building a lot earlier, and they do have quite a bit of Uber ad, even though it was even 10 seconds.
I can tell you the reason the red med died.
It's crits. That's why.
Oh wow.
But they try to soldier crits, and it's catastrophic failure.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make my point, and then we'll get back to the reason the
things are happening
on mid is because it was again they half committed across the point. And then I guess there's a soldier that had been lurking, and when he jumped, that was enough to make them all retreat. But then like you're retreating and then putting yourself in a bad position on top of having to deal with a rocket, and then the team recommitting back into you. So it's just like that's like as good a lesson as you could learn. Just commit to the fucking play. No
Mexfrag might be a little quicker on making adjustments to that type of thing this game, is what I'm seeing. And one thing I just saw on that previous push is someone in the comments talking about Task. I saw last push he gets in mid first before the rest of his team, and that's why he dies there. I don't know if it's a communication issue or what, but your combo needs to be in too.
Yeah, well they need to be in right now.
They're Ubering through lore. There's a level 1. He's trying to get the demo, but Blue got Uber there. I guess they pushed all the way from mid, but Blue's doing a good job building.
Oh my god, this med is he's gonna give me an aneurysm, dude. The red med has like no idea what's going on. I'm like fully convinced of this. He doesn't know that their players like to his right when he's going in. He's not really looking around. FOV 70, I suppose.
Having a hard day, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that sometimes. Like I've had life like that, or games like that.
That's a solid hold from Blue besides their medic dying.
They have a banner operated too. The battalions.
Oh, he blew it already.
Yeah.
They're not really fighting, so I don't know why he used it, but... Or is he holding it right now? Well, they're also on crits again.
He's fully used it. He should have waited until they get crits here.
I'm not sure you usually want to come up crits when you're 40 disad, but we'll see if it works.
Well, I think it could work if you have crits and then you use your banner at the same time.
Yeah, they're building like crazy. They have been out building red this game almost every time. But there's a Uber use early. They must know that they're trying to get on him, but he's out with his scout.
Yeah.
Didn't manage to get on that medic at all.
Two good picks out of that.
He uses the crits right away on the scout. Could work. Got to get on those. I'd clean up that scout probably.
Their other soldier has to like come to the fight like right now.
Yeah, they need a projectile player. There he is. Focus some targets down. Don't know you really need to focus the med there. Focus
I was talking about the red soldier.
Oh, the red soldier. Yeah, he did not come in at all, did he?
No, he I guess
he's hiding in. He's edge bugged at mid right now.
Yeah, this is
Sees the medic. Can he get him? It's 3 rockets off.
Uncanny's
Nice.
in
Finishes
too.
him off 4 rockets.
Nice.
Scouts let him get 4 rockets off. You never want that.
That's fine. But immediately they're just in the other side. Like it's like, okay, you got Armed. We're just gonna commit for yours.
Yeah, robot died there. I did not see that.
I
I don't play
saw it.
cameraman, so I'm doing a bad job at it. But
I saw it briefly through
good
the outline.
pipes from Javier.
It was
But he's
just
stuck
like,
in now. His team needs to help him here.
yeah.
I don't know
I
if
think
they can.
I think both teams are like, they're a bit shaken at the moment. There's a lot of chaos going on. So like,
Yeah, we're no stranger to chaos going on in sixes, that's for sure.
yeah, it's like one med dies, the other med dies, the other med dies, the other med dies, the other med dies, and it's just like, I think if I'm on Mexfrag right now, I'm just like, we just need to slow the game down by like 20% for a few minutes. Like the pace is too frantic, and like it's too frantic, and the more that pace continues, like it just gives straight out of Canada more
Benzo's on
opportunities to
sniper,
get
drops
back
the
into
medic. Not drops, but kills the medic. Oh, it
Nope,
was a
you
drop, 100% Uber.
Yeah, why
I
are you
didn't see
taking that? And immediately they're in on the med. Robot is safe and sound though. That might be the first time he's been safe all game.
They might have figured because they're even they didn't need to worry, but I'd be definitely someone should be checking for sniper in the forward spawn. It's so common on this map.
Yeah.
Demo pick here. Eric is he's in their own lobby. What was the blue demo doing there?
I think
got
it's just
caught
sort of
behind.
holdover from, yeah, exactly, from that fight. And now Gaspar's on the back cap too, so they've got to take care of
Sending
that.
2 back. He's wasting a lot of their time. Might even kill this soldier. No, gets cleaned up. They send 3 back for him.
They drop uncanny though. It's that.
It looks like
back
he's
cap did
taking
enough to,
1v1s on the flank, which he really should not be doing. Sergeant Salad's in the bush. There's no way they didn't see him here, right?
And they Uber?
Hmm. Sergeant Salad is going behind. He wants the back cap. There's soldiers here.
That was like a Just Jazz playing with Knocker's Pocket Scout type Uber then, man. Nah, he's a good guy. We love Knockers here. But yeah, that was this is again, I think Mexfrag are doing a really good job at, they just managed to like tick the chaos on here and there. And Canada,
and they're full out
they don't know
again.
how to deal with this, yeah.
Z, are you in the STV?
I am in the SCV.
You got anything to add?
I have no idea what is happening.
Such a good flash.
They're losing everyone.
Yeah, I know, I saw
Absolutely just got wiped on that Uber ad. They're playing too close. Did they not know they had this ad? They should never be losing 5 people to that. That's crazy. And now Eric has to hide and try to salvage. It's not going to work though because they're in last already. He's hiding upper trying to get a med pick. That's never going to work.
It should be one of those things where it's like, if you're pushing in there on the dis ad, you're just trying to get the force. You're trying to like concentrate enough fire on the med to get them to fuck off, or get the med to like right click, and then you scatter and leave and push with the ad. But
they should be in their upper or something if they're full dis ad there. They're like playing choke and 50, 70 dis ad.
Were they full dis ad? Okay,
They were 70 dis ad, I think. Yeah.
Okay, then Robot's he's already half health.
Gaspar aggressive on the point.
There we go.
They get a demo pick, they get the med pick. These are very chaotic mids, I can't even figure out what to follow. Starry gets a nice 2k in choke. Even numbers. This med should be getting out with this player.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah,
well, those soldiers are weak, but he has to play careful.
They are fighting.
Yeah, they are fighting it, but your med could easily get killed by, like, if those 2 80 health soldiers bombed him, I would think he'd die there. I don't know why they didn't. They fear Gaspar. Another mid for Mexfrag. Gaspar's on 3 doms.
I'm not the best med in the world, but like Robot is having just a nightmare of a game at the moment.
It's hard to say whether it's him or calling, or if his pocket scout tells him to hold close there, then it's not his fault. But he's definitely gets caught out times that I think he should be leaving.
Yeah.
And dies a lot on mid fights.
Yeah. I just think like some of it's like the team thing, but some of it is also like he's just letting himself be like killed. And like now they split the combo from like the rest of their team too.
Trying to take this Uber in river to last right now. There's still have ads, they must know it, but they pull it back. They get forced in river and lose their demo. That's not good. They probably should have just taken that Uber in when they were right there.
I agree. Yeah, they should.
Good salvage from who is that? Was that Task who just went back to Task or Eric? I think. I don't think he even died.
Oh, they used.
And now they use their Uber. Just you don't have to
And
use their E.
they do
This-
hold the second point. They're
I
through
don't
to
want.
mid. They'll
I
get
don't want to
mid.
keep shit talking like the red team. Like some of the decisions that I'm seeing made
Yeah.
here are just like very, very, very questionable. And like I think Mexfrag, they've just had so much better of a hold on this game at the moment.
They have better pacing generally. That was a big mistake on that last push, not going in and then getting forced in river and having to just leave.
Yeah.
It never feels good, but blue is on ad again. Red is actually playing their own side this time. Did they just... Their demo's jumping up. Did they go drop
Yeah,
down?
who's in?
They went drop down, but
I don't know if
they
the
used
drop
a
down
lot
Uber is a
down.
good play. They're like trying to catch them off guard, but somebody is definitely watching that, right?
Yeah.
You'd hope.
Well, nobody was watching it, but like the Uber was used at just the worst place you could
Well,
use.
your med can't get up to your demo there after he jumps, is why you
Yeah.
don't want to do that. Now they get forced in big door. Not really forced, he must have called the use. Because they're healthy. Others... not getting anything. Someone's invisible for me, unfortunately.
Well, they've
Okay.
You either got to stack and deny, or like just commit through the choke right now. Then you would commit through the choke to like block the forwards, but it's just like
They got their forwards anyway there, yeah.
yeah, you're just seeing like little bits of indecision here and there.
Gotta commit
And
to
it-
a battle plan and call it and have your whole team do it. That's a med dead.
Huge med frag, yeah, and immediately just Sergeant Solid.
And Task is also still behind, causing some chaos in heading into water right now. I don't know if they saw him or not. Sentry's going up. He could just get on the point right now. Sentry's not watching it.
Yeah.
Or it's dead.
And they're just full committing. Nice. That's a good last hit.
Nice to see not a 5-0.
Yeah.
They
Well, that was that was
up a
good. They
round.
just committing through the. Just fuck it. Like, what do we have to lose? The med's not up yet.
Well, I guess the trick here for if Red wants more rounds, their med needs to live.
Their med has to like start looking around more and expecting that like they're good. If I'm the blue soldiers, I'd be feeling myself and like, okay, I'm just gonna commit for the med every
Red
single
demo's
time.
pressured out of the fight already, but blue demo's staying in big door on the ground.
That's a dangerous game, Robot.
Looks like they're
Not where
coming
you
up
want to
this
be.
Robot die again? No, he's lived so far, but
No,
he's
he
pretty
is-
close to dying here.
He's in like the worst spot. You gotta go.
You gotta
grab
get
the
out
puck.
choke right now while it's open.
Yeah, grab the pack. Nice. All right.
They
now
have a
they
bit of
can
ground,
refight.
but this still does not look great for them.
Shoot the
Are
soldier
they?
on top of point.
Do they have spawners coming in?
No, but they have all the
Their
frags that
demos
they
rolling
need.
out. Yeah, their demos are respawner.
Yeah, and they just need to like play the.
Ooh,
okay,
blue
that's a good
uses.
move.
Oh,
They
yeah,
do have ad as basically as always this game, but they don't get on the red medics, so now they're gonna be full dis out here. Without even taking Red's capping the point, and they're gonna have Uber. That's great for them. Blue med is kind
Maybe
of caught too.
not. The med's behind.
No. These chaos fights like that, like they need to just back up a bit, keep their ad, play together, not let blue bomb all over them and push them from every direction.
Yeah, that's just they're losing track of play. I mean, that was a pretty
And
protracted
the full
mid-fight.
dis ad back the other direction again.
And yeah, well, that mid fight was pretty long, and like they had played each other's side, so like every time spawners would enter, they'd be entering on the other team. But it was weird because like the blue had used their Uber, and then immediately the red demo comes in like while the Uber's going on and just gets destroyed.
What was that
So it's
outline
like,
command? I forgot to turn it on after I switched DirectX.
glow underscore
Okay, use.
The other one was
TF underscore glow.
no, not glow. TF underscore show. I don't remember. Anyway,
Yeah, maybe
my
show.
glows are still not working. I don't know.
What division is this?
This is very traditional, very professional cast. The robot's about to die. Is he? No, he's actually positioned himself well. They gotta be
He is
careful.
on point again.
Gaspar's
I don't like
fine.
that, but
No, but he saw that. I'm very proud of him. He saw the spam coming towards him, and then he backed away.
What is the spawn glow's duration? No, that's not it. I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now again. It's
I still cannot see glow outlines even though I turned it on.
Do you have master comms?
Yeah.
Okay, it might be
That's
that
why.
too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's what it is for me because I don't have blowout lines either.
You would have to go into your modules.cfg and change that.
Mm.
I can send you mine. You just have to put it in with the your user
Wow,
folder.
I'm not gonna make a habit out of being a caster, so. Reds? Yeah, they were kind of aggressive in lobby there, down 3 players. Think better of it, all the way out to their own choke. Still losing players, and they force.
Oh my god, dude!
You gotta either be out there, or you need to not drop your pocket scout, because this is real bad.
Oh.
And Blue has a much better Uber, they're killing the demo, they should be able to. Oh, Starry could have just killed the med, soldiers get him instead. Now they just need to protect their own medic. Blue, very good for them, looking good this round. Sniper, is he in forward spawn? He is.
Dude, I've been
Soldier
last
through
3
choke
hours,
surely
like,
sees him, he's gotta make sure he calls him. Yeah, he's pressured
the
out.
last 3 hours I've been teaching like 9-year-olds how to play soccer somewhat competently, and that is less painful than than some of these red decisions, man. Oh my god, just
I asked
That
for
was-
a third time. What division is this?
This is IM,
I
same
am.
as this.
Okay.
This
How
is
are we
the
not
4-5
playoff?
quarterfinal.
Oh wait, that was a good question. Wait a minute.
Because
This is
because we
RGL?
were
Hello?
the worst roster issues in the history of TF2.
That's right, because we didn't have the worst- we would be having a dude,
we used
would be having
19
a
different players
field
over the course of
day.
this season, so it was Z's fault for only playing Tuesdays.
Okay. Okay.
And these, oh, I want to be a Highlander scout, which
I
is
remember
like,
that.
Right, so we're Ubered in. They're just straight to the point. I don't know if it's the right decision, but they're
they
not stopping it.
self-back-
It works.
Damn. That was brutal.
Red could have maybe held that. I think they should have gone full Highlander. They had the NG. You also want a pyro to stuff the Uber there. No one's even tried to use a pyro to stuff the Ubers on this map yet.
I don't even think like
I'm not
I
sure
don't
what it
think
is.
they're
They
in
might
the
be
game.
demoralized. We'll take a look at logs in a second here.
yeah, that was a pretty rough game if you're on not Mexfrag,
Straight out of
because
Canada.
you were just if you're straight out of Canada, you've got your meta is just clueless. I'm sorry.
So
There's just so many times he's not clueless. That's very rude.
Benzo
But,
is
like,
actually top damaging, and that's probably why this half was closer. He's top fragging, top damaging, but maybe the rest of his team's not keeping up with him. 31% heals also. But you look and Gaspar has even more heals. There's a fairly big differential on total heals. This is part of what I was saying about Blue always building Ubers faster.
The playmaking of the 2 blue soldiers is just so good. Like,
for sure, yeah.
they're showing they're no respecting this team is really what I'm seeing is like
both demos got shut down more this half than last half. But
Mexfrag just like does not care.
The blue soldiers are very coordinated. The blue scouts were just not dying. They were walking all over the other team. 6 deaths on each scout. That's kind of hard to come back from.
Both Z and Fredo have showed up.
Said like 3 words and left.
3 words and then they dip.
What are you gonna do, these people?
That's
we don't need them.
Game. That's a really rough game if you're on straight out of Canada.
Heal spreads look very similar, just heavy on the pocket scout and demo, and no one else really getting much.
They're building so much faster too on straight out of Mexfrag. Why is it 2 internationally named teams? It's just, but the straight out of Mexfrag guys, the Mexfrag guys, Jesus, are both
constantly on situations should be even having ad.
Yeah, and then like
part of that was they ran crits twice, but even so,
they're taking the fights too. Like they're just and they're coming up huge with their salvage plays, and I don't even think some of the plays are quote salvage plays because I think like. I think you could do them regardless of your med dying against this team and still probably get away with it. Like, that's just there's so many opportunities where Robot, he has to be really, really conscious of the fact of like they're just gonna throw themselves at him, and it's just I don't think it's really sunk in, and it's like if you're because you've had this happen to you, Luke, before. It's like if you're playing a team and you keep on getting frags on their med, and you try the stupid shit that you keep trying keeps working, then you're just willing to just throw yourself at it, like, because it's like if it's a 50-50 chance, like I either die or I get the med, I fucking take those odds, right? And it does. Robot hasn't. I saw one play where I was like, yes, where like he backed up and saw the fact that players were like closing in on him, and this is where all the spam was being directed. But other than that, it's I if I'm on Mexfrag, I'm just throwing myself at the med continuously all game.
If it's working, why not?
Yeah.
Like I said, their flank kind of has free reign, out DMing a bit maybe, or the blue's just not red's just not watching it properly. But the second half was definitely closer than the first half, both in terms of like total damage and medic deaths and rounds, of course, being 2-1 second half. So red might be adjusting a bit to how Mexfrag plays. We'll see if they continue. With the top damage, top fragging scout in the server, we'll see if that bodes well for them on Viaduct. But it was their map pick as well. I'm pretty sure.
Straight out of Canada too also just has to.
Maybe not. No, this must be Mexfrag's map pick.
I think Straight Out of Canada needs to. I don't know. I think they just need to tighten things up and just. I was gonna make a different point than that. For fucking good. What happens when you coaching soccer kids for 3 hours, man? It's too much. It's too much to have to like analyze it. Well, the kids I'm coaching like are actually pretty blooming good, right? But it's like, there's stuff that I think is just very basic that like they're still not grasping, and so like having to figure out how to explain, yes, you shouldn't just stand over here. You have to like run into space.
It's just like coaching newbie mixes.
Yeah, it's like
so we're live
that in a way that an 8-year-old is gonna understand it.
Blue is on sniper on the mid. I kind of want to just get on his cam. Why not? I'm on the sniper cam. He's on cliff.
If anybody's just tuning in, Straight Out of Canada lost the first map 5-1.
Yeah, it's 1-0 on the series for Mexfrag.
Dragging out here, dude.
Soldiers deep dying. They have a lot of space in the point. Oh, both soldiers are already down on red. The sniper hasn't done anything yet. I just gotta say that he shoots the demo. Okay, so that's first mid for Mexfrag, and I did forget to check that in the log, but I'm pretty sure they won the majority of mid fights on Gully Watch, which is possibly a large part of the reason they won overall. They're not letting him forward hold. They're running their own sniper as well now. Sniper v sniper here.
That's how we break the sniper duel. Well, they've just got to figure out how they're going to break this and not show the sniper too much respect too.
Both snipers are seen.
He gets the scout pick there.
One thing worth noting, Mexfrag only has one scout because they're running a scout on sniper.
Well,
sometimes that's a bad choice on this map.
Yeah, one of the things that I was pointing out, it's like both Sergeant Salad and Brother X did solo sacks onto their med and like still got a force out of that. So it's just, it again proves the point, like if you're getting away with stuff, and this is for people who are listening, if you're getting away with stuff, just keep on trying it. Like, because if I'm Robot, I'm probably, I'm assuming he's not super experienced, I'm probably super frustrated because it's like, I just keep on dying. What can I do? You know?
And just now, Maleko was like heavily separated from his combo and got picked by a lone unbuffed soldier, which you never want to see on this map either.
Yeah.
Oh, picks the demo on cliff. Not good for their push here, but neither team has Uber anyway. They're just getting point time.
They just gotta take this fight. They've got 2 picks. Like, you know,
player on their scouts. Does Blue Uber check them? I doubt they know they have ad. He's just hiding from the sniper right now. It's gonna even out. The medic is standing in a sniper line for a long time there, but he does not take doesn't hit the headshot.
What is it with the games that
Forces
we
him
watch
with a
this
little
week
body shot.
and just because when we were watching the Highlander game last night too, like the Meds just disrespected sidelines the entire game.
We got
Geo.
Scout is down. Oh, they did switch Brodax to Scout now, so they're on 2 Scouts. That's a
Sergeant
spoon on the demo.
what a Chad! This guy just jumps in and just kills the cunt. Oh my god!
Red
They
is chasing the
finally
meds.
take the sniper down too.
The med gets out. They get the demo.
Scouts
Scouts
that's a
should
good
die here too. Doesn't really matter this pick. They're on much better respawn timer. You just want to make sure your med doesn't die.
Yeah.
Get this Uber, hold the point. So blue has a fair bit more cap time right now, but it's because red took a long time to decide how to push into that sniper.
Robot does not
They
see
are.
Javier.
Ooh, they were sort of set up like a forward hold on the left there, and the guys just came through right, and mopping up kills, starting with another spoon.
Jesus, man.
Though that was that? I didn't see. Was that Sergeant Salad again? Bralex is back. Okay, so they took off the sniper. Bralex back on soldier.
Yeah,
Eric
so
is still on sniper though.
So it's back as normal. They're not forward holding here. I guess they didn't set up fast enough. But
No, neither team has done a forward hold yet. I don't know if it's they fear the sniper, but forward hold's probably better against a sniper.
they get forced because Brother X just gets rockets for free.
But they're gonna exchange here. Better Uber for blue, but not by that much. Actually, looks like they fade the same time. They must have flashed more.
Well, they fade the same time, and then Benzo's out here alone, and he's just gonna die. They're just losing. They lose players in those Uber fights, and then the post fights are just.
Yeah. Now
like-
Red's got to be playing point, 15 seconds earlier than they did there.
Yeah. And often like straight out of Canada, like they're getting space, and then they just refuse to like see it through.
It looks like Gaspar and Steri are fragging out even though they have 90 ping. Watch Gaspar on this mid fight, see what he's doing. They're just cleaning up those soldier bombs. That was not a very good bomb. See, then compare Brodax, what did he do? Waddle through connector and kill the combo.
Yeah. It's
Not
like
a usual
shooting-
place for your combo to be playing on this map either. It's a bit atypical.
It's just like shooting fish in a barrel for these guys, honestly. Like you don't have to play normally because the team because straight out of Canada just like aren't playing well. They and they're just
Their
the
combo
fights that
holds in
take-
weird places. Their demo gets caught out so far this map, and their flank is kind of open.
Mexfrag they're just so better
Yeah,
coordinated.
we have the first forward hold of the game here. Trying to break it with the pyro.
Pyro dies
He just
immediately.
dies. They force him. You get the force.
Yeah.
Just get your med in spawn. Make sure he keeps his ad. Oh, yeah, he tried to do a little cheeky little spoon there. Oh, that should never be happening, dude. He's got to just be inside the shutter closed
Can we
if
just-
if
can we
they're
get
pushing
the-
spawn like that.
If you're watching in the stream, just put GG's in the chat already. Like, there's no words. There's
We're
no
seeing,
words.
yeah,
You're-
seeing some serious coordination issues from straight out of Canada right now, so they must, I don't know if they're flustered or Mexfrag just came ready to win.
I am fully expecting that there's mauled in the comms at the moment. There's no world in which fucking
Yeah.
Sergeant Salad should be able to jump into your spawn and get your med. That's
Well,
not even a
and
team
their
thing,
demo
that's
was duking it out with the other soldier on the right side, so they knew there was guys in their spawn already. Their medic should have just been inside the spawn. These blue soldiers just have free reign right now. On Brodax cam again. They don't know he's here. He's just waddling in the flank for free. On the medic. Gets the medic. Gets a scout too. That's crazy. The medic was very far back from the scouts there, but it's crazy. Like, his whole team is dead. He just jumps into 4 people and gets 2 of them. Should not be happening. There's definitely comm issues or coordination issues from straight out of Canada right now.
They are probably
Frigidaire, the score is 1-0 on the series maps for Mexfrag, and this map is just started. It's 1-0.
Yeah. It's 1-0, but Mexfrag is pretty well.
This
in the
looks
driver's seat.
well. I mean, we'll see what happens. Things can change directions pretty quick on Koth, but they're out DMing and out coordinating right now. So
It's just I think straight out of Canada they're just like frustrated, they're flustered, they don't know how to deal with this, and as a result too, the blue
they need to
soldiers,
take a
just
deep
the blue
breath,
players in
tactical
general,
pause maybe. Crits.
crits. Yep,
The
it's not
third
gonna
time
amount
he's
to
run crits
anything.
this game, but their demo drops right away. Scout crits doesn't get anything.
And now
Not good,
Gaspar's
but he's on the
med.
medic anyway. You gotta
Commit to
kill
the
that guy
med.
quick.
There we
Med down.
see. It's
Now they traded their whole team, but like 4 for 6 trade. I don't know. The crits was pretty bad, but
their
when they
medic-
fail the
the
crits
blue-
like that, you gotta keep your medic alive and have that ad. I don't know if they were just thinking they really need cap time badly, but which they do.
well the blue med. I mean the blue med's already spawned too, so it's just like even it's just
My HUD doesn't say they're on crits still, so they're
it
gonna
is
have
just
ad here again.
Not good for straight out of Canada at the moment.
Yeah, they're gonna have ad again.
Yeah, and you're right. Things can change very quickly, but like when one team is fully in the driver's seat, it's hard to see the other.
Robot just dies to a pipe. Also, his scouts are nowhere near him.
Yeah,
I mean, the pipe was across the map, but still, your scouts are nowhere near you. Is also not at all good on Koth.
Well, that's just one of the things. It's just the team is just. I don't know. Some guy says I don't like the higher pitched voice attitude. I don't know. I don't know what attitude. It's simply a difference of skill. I mean, they're just getting.
Yeah, we're not gonna pretend to be professionals here. We're just saying what we see.
I'm calling it as I see it, and I'm seeing.
Crits popped straight onto the combo. Very good first sticky there. Just gotta not let this scout on your med, and it's an easy round. The scout's living for a long time. Where's the blue scouts?
Blue scouts are dead. But even then, like they're already out.
Yeah, med lives here.
And
Still crits ad.
The committal from Canada, like the commit's too slow, and I mean they haven't gotten the med, and now it's just like okay, we can walk back in. We're gonna have crits in a bit. Like this is a good fight. They've straight out of Canada's got to pull the rabbit out the hat.
Looks like a pick 2 here. Task and Uncanny and Benzo all just going down. And they haven't even got the crits and used it yet. They're just like winning these DM
They're
fights.
just muscling it, yeah. And then Salad on
nice
Robot.
air pipe. Some very nice pipes and stickies from Javier this half.
Mean. So yeah, so that's 2-0 at the half, and that's
Tech in the chat tossing medics. That's why they call him Sergeant Salad. Is it halftime? Alright, let's take a peek at these logs. I think I know what we're gonna see though. Benzo again, top damage of all scouts, but also top damage taken by quite a bit. Yeah, I mean the DM difference is not as much as I expected besides demos.
I think it's mostly the
445 DPM from Javier D8. He is absolutely pounding on the same damage taken as the other demo.
Maleko, in comparison, is...
Well, like we said, especially near the start of that game, he is getting caught out, whether it's the sniper or just he's leading the pushes and dying before they even use him on a lot of these. And it kind of looks like there's a fairly close on damage, but red is not getting the frags. Big difference in kills. Mexfrag also won both mid fights as we saw, and their medics only died twice on product. Very impressive. 7 Ubers to 3. If you're Mexfrag, all you do is not really change anything up.
Simply continue to win.
I'm interested to see if they stay on crits because well, they had one good one and one bad one. Crits to mid is kind of interesting. You can usually get it early enough to use on this map.
Yeah, I've always find crits to mid. Like, if you commit to playing the slower mid, you can often build fast enough that all of a sudden, halfway through the mid fight, oh, here's a crits. What the hell's going on? Well, towards the end of the mid fight rather. But I'm a big proponent of mid fight crits. I think run it once or twice, you really take people by surprise. I hope I should say that Straight Outta Canada is using this time to really discuss like what's going wrong and how to fix it, and also just composing yourself, because it's easy in playoff matches to be caught in the emotion of the moment.
Yeah, stand up,
And
take a stretch, deep breath.
yeah,
Interesting stat I'm seeing in these logs here. Starry, the flank scout ringer for Mexfrag, is by far the most damage positive player, with less damage taken than any player in the server, including his own 2 death medic. So
I mean, he
he's
was on
not getting
sniper
shot
for a fair while
for a
too.
bit, not that much. He's just not getting shot at all. He was sniper for 3 minutes out of 10. He's just
That's
not getting
awesome.
shot at all. So I mean, it's a really easy game as a scout when you don't get shot on Koth.
He's not even playing a super tight combo scout either, or a super tight scout either.
No, he's the.
They are very, very fluid, and again,
And even
it's
I'm
just,
seeing these blue scouts no respect the red team bit and just run in behind and leave their medic completely. But if no one's doing anything about it, then whatever. Like you gotta be. You're straight out of Canada and you see both scouts are behind you. You definitely gotta be killing that medic and demo. And we're going live here. There's 3 snipers in pregame. Are any of them still in sniper? No.
No. All right, so potentially the last half of this IM
Series.
quarterfinal. Yeah. So
Oh fuck! I'm still on logs cam. Sorry.
this guy, what a goober.
Alright, so here's the
he-
mid fight. Nothing's happened yet. Oh,
to
2
the-
demo dead. Med dead.
Robot's dead. They
Task
gotta
is
pick up
behind. He's
Alloy.
just getting on the med right now. Misses those rockets. You almost want to just run away now. But he's going to die to 2 scouts instead. Oh! Sergeant Salad's getting scout picks too. But that was a full wipe. Their med spawned fairly early, but
Well, they had one
focused.
player commit onto the blue med very quickly, and then that other player was behind Task, and then it's just the plays that Mexfrag is going for on the red med is always there. There's a lot of coordination issue here, right? There's just like here Eric's going in. Here's
They're
another
formatting. Yeah, they're formatting, but
Yeah.
their demo missed a jump and wasn't on it. Eric's not dying, which you also don't want on your sack wave. They did force. You got the force.
That's a good force. But even then, like
They're on
that,
3 different spawn timers, but it's not a big deal. They'll have their Uber and their spawns ready to push right now. Uncanny should not really be on sniper. Okay, he's off. Assume they lead on Benzo here.
Yeah, there's sort of like a half-hearted forward hold, so this should be easy for them to break out of.
Sending their 2
Eric's
soldiers
in.
through first.
Please clean him up,
soldier is the demo.
Salad's in too. He's cleaned up. Robot has
Yeah,
taken.
Robot did a good
almost
job baiting there. Didn't take a
Yeah.
bunch of damage. Demo is still on cliff. They might be able to cut him off. Now he jumps out.
Now Task is in. That's a huge bomb by him to get happy air.
Yeah, they just gotta leave now.
You don't even have to do anything else. Just like wait for your player.
Keep
wait
your
for
keep your.
Task
They
to
can
spawn
go
and
straight
then
into
finish.
forward hold if they want here. Really.
Yeah. Salad's on spy.
Interesting.
Just
They're already busting
FYI.
main with 2 scouts. I should get on the spy cam, is what you're saying? He's
No,
already.
well,
I already missed the kill.
He got the stab. But that's enough to like
Switch
break
off.
the forward spawn just entirely, and they've just got to posture up on mid.
Now
again.
Red still has point. They're getting a picks here. Rolex is also hurt behind lines.
They're giving up a
But they're giving a lot of space, yeah.
Yeah. God, where have we
Red
seen
decides
that
to just use. Yeah, that was us on wide up. Red uses first. Not really to anything. They were pretty healthy at the time. Catches a fat pipe as soon as the Uber fades. Task, nice
Alloy,
rockets, but
15 health.
he craters.
Nice.
I think
This is
he
so
must have
much
tried
more
to
clean.
surf it there, but or did he get like synced on? He just went flying.
I think he just got caught.
but
But this is so much more clean from straight out. Maybe they were listening to the stream. They're saying, "Oh, these guys on a team that went 8-8, they're so wise."
talking about their
Salad
worst
in.
map, yeah.
Yeah.
Salad med pick. We're
That's brutal.
saying that a lot this game.
Yeah.
Steri winning
Well-
1v1s. Well,
So-
it goes down. Blue's
Maybe
winning
I
this
took
DM
the-
Fest. And then here comes the red soldier in.
What a bomb!
Very good salvage pick.
Nice.
The time is pretty close on point, but they're not even going to have much ad. A bit. 30 ad.
They just have to be careful and like, okay, where's the first player who's gonna try to get on us?
They're already
How
trying to
we-
pressure forward here. They find the snap. Or the trap.
picks up the soldier.
Mhm.
That's a great pick for
I
them.
didn't see,
Salad
was that
on-
must have been a 1v1 from how hard he is there.
Yeah, it was a 1v1 on the flank. Salad's out.
Blue soldiers just trying to chaos behind a bit, but they're still not taking any space.
Maleko has to be so careful. Yeah, they're getting those. They got themselves like that one pick, and then
The guys
Salad
have
was
spawned
behind.
already.
They just need to just walk forward there. And
Get some, start some cap.
yeah, be mindful of the fact that Salad's behind, but like if you know he's behind, just turn around a bit more. And it's okay. Oh, that's good surf. Brother X just tries going. He doesn't really get anything for that.
I think it's
except some
pretty hard.
damage. Yeah.
Now
But even
they've
then,
lost
like-
their ad. They had 30 ad. They just are not building as hard as red, or as blue. Sorry.
They got the
they got
force.
force,
That's
yeah.
a great force.
And he did even try to
he's
melt. He was
here,
pretty hurt.
That's nice.
Better Uber for red. They're get a
Clean
couple
up gap
frags. Yeah,
bar.
that's good for them.
The demo's so weak, you just have to sneeze on the con. Okay, now you can see arrow. Javier, he was like at 13 health.
Blue
and
is
then
not out, and
Salad-
Brodex
No,
getting a
Brother X.
spoon. Very low health, just goes for it, gets it.
Both of their soldiers, I think, are on.
This is
market
very
guard.
brave from this demo. Yeah,
That's
you should not have been that
perfect.
far forward.
But now Robot has to be careful. Yep, there we go.
Jeez. Yeah, this is going the way of Mexfrag pretty heavily, despite losing their demo first in that fight.
It's not a and in fairness to like straight out of Canada, this round has been so much better from them compared to the first two. But where Mexfrag thrives so well is taking a fight and then having players leak in behind and then using that to their advantage and causing chaos out of that.
Mhm.
They're not taking any orthodox fights. It's always like, okay, we're taking a fight. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Yeah.
Just call me when I need to.
They're in general moving fast. Their guys going
Brother-
behind are just all over the place. They're not waddling.
Yeah. It's
Robots down
it's-
again.
It's
Yeah, they
speed.
pick the demo and then lose their whole team.
Yeah. The speed on Mexfrag is just immense. Like whatever they don't even think about the decisions that they're committing to. They're just committing. You can just tell that they're just very decisive and confident about the decisions. And even if it's like a quote bad decision, they make it work because they're just all in on it. Which
Yeah.
is it's
That's
so
what you
good
want to see. Yeah, just play together. You can salvage a lot of situations if you just commit to them. The medic is stuck in a pile of stickies. Easy bomb for that soldier. Uncanny's the only one up here. They did get the medic. They got the medic, but I think that's every single mid-fight this map has gone the way of Mexfrag. If you push tab and just look at the scouts scores, and you can kind of get partly why it's like this. They are not being shut down at all.
Motherfuckers be running around super speed, shooting everything. Crazy. Yeah, it's
not a forward
it-
hold here, but they have their soldier in a fairly forward position to spot. I guess they want to build it out first. Let's see what these guys try to do. Canada tries to do.
It's almost picked off Salad.
Blue's two
That was good.
soldiers. You just want to. They're on crits, so they think they want to take this crits in, but your soldiers have got to live there. Now you have nothing to help on the post. Oh, both teams are on crits. I did not notice that. It's, very traditional Uber exchange there. As I was starting to say, you really don't want your two soldiers to die before you take a crits in because they're not able to deny them from just killing your medic. But if they just crits into him, then
That's
that
so
works too.
funny.
Brodax on sniper. I haven't seen him sniping yet. He's standing in spawn. I don't know what he's doing.
Is it Brothax?
I have no idea. I don't know.
X?
Brother
I don't-
X.
I don't know what it is.
I do not know
either.
any of these players.
Right, it's just you said it. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Hooked on phonics works for me. Body shots the scout, immediately dies to a soldier. Mexfrag ad. Is this crits again? Still crits. Yeah, you
it's still
gotta.
crits.
I don't know. They don't know they have ad. They're not going in. Maybe they don't know, or maybe they think they have more ad, but Robot could be getting. He is on Metagun again. Please don't get crits down at 99. Oh, he drops to the crits. You gotta be expecting that spawn 4. That's 2 fat crit pipes too. Very good crits from Javier D8 there. Eric's trying to salvage, but he's jumping into 4 players.
Shadow playing that. I was on the third person camera, and he's on crits. Please don't die to the crits at 100%. And as soon as you say that, a sticky just perfectly arced, flying over the hill, right nestled into Robot's bosom, and then he dies. Just clinical.
I do believe this was Mexfrag's map pick. And we're starting to see why. Their demo's got a great grasp of the spam angles on it. Their scouts are... They must have felt confident in the scout and demo diff, maybe. But honestly, their soldiers are doing like so much of it too.
Well, I think...
I like to see very fluid players like these soldiers.
I think picking
Rodax
maps is always
in,
like...
gets the med, 3 rockets off, and then they crits into the rest of them. They're just rubbing it in now. This is just garbage time. I don't think this round goes the way of Canada in any situation.
No, the GGs have been announced in the chat. So
Straight from Canada, I believe, was the higher seed here. Now, granted, they were basically the same record, but it's got to feel bad.
I mean, it's tough after grinding for a season to show up for the playoff match and then have to deal with it like that. You know, it's not ever comfortable. But I think some of the things that I don't think Straight Outta Canada rolled over necessarily. They had that second to last round actually was really good. It's just where Mexfrag is thriving is like I said, it's like they take these fights, they're patient enough to sort of like leave themselves behind, and then once the fight is progressed enough, they just then all recommit. And because you've got players coming in at you from every which way, if you're on Straight Outta Canada, it's like, what the fuck? What do you mean the scout? Where did the scout come from anyway? So, Mexfrag was just the coordination. Like some of it's a DM difference, but like the coordination is what makes a DM difference really possible.
Both teams have good demo men in terms of raw technical ability, but Mexfrag's demo man has so much space to do what he needs to do, and that's why he's doing 500 DPM and Maleko's doing almost half that.
Yeah.
Which really makes it a tough map. We're seeing a huge flank scout difference. Another, like, the stat line from Starry is just incredible this map. Almost twice as much damage Delta's taken. 15 and 2. Least deaths in the server.
Is he a default ringer, I wonder?
They asked permission and got it. I think default ringers don't apply in playoffs anyway. But
that's true.
From what I saw, he's a Highlander player with not too much Sixes experience, but on flank scout sometimes that works pretty well.
Does he have any no ESEA experience either? He just fragged, dude. God almighty.
Yeah, excellent game from him. Especially this map, but last map he was doing quite a lot as well.
I consistently was impressed with both Sergeant Salad and Brother X. Bravax.
Definitely some good soldiers to watch in the future there.
Yeah. I think a lot of what made Mexfrag's victory possible was a lot of the work that they were doing early in the fights with taking space, both on Gully Wash and on Product 2.
Which are both quite good soldier maps under the right circumstances.
I agree. And well, they're just it's very aggressive play, and I made this point too at one point where it's like they just Mexfrag just didn't respect at all what Straight Outta Canada wanted to do. They just showed up saying like, no, this is how we're gonna play tonight, right? And Canada never really had a response.
We did see Straight Outta Canada soldiers had quite a lot of pretty good salvages.
Benzo too. Benzo
you don't really want to have to be salvaging all game. You're just on the back foot.
Yeah.
Um,
Benzo had some really good moments.
I haven't been looking at chat, and I see we have some Brodax copy pasta going on there.
I
He's
agree.
got some fans here.
Let me
For good reason. Good play.
chime in too.
Whoops, I have the match comms open instead of the log.
But I do think, I mean, I think all the guys on Straight Outta Canada, I mean, they're all good. They all did well given the circumstances. Benzo, I think,
I
if there
believe
was
this is
an MVP, he was
predominantly a
just
move-up
pure
team as
MVP.
well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's a move-up team,
Well, maybe
going
not,
from
but
playing
I think a lot of them
AM
played together
to
before.
IM. Okay, well, I see it on your
Robot,
stream.
Benzo, Uncanny were on a team together last season. So, you know, props for them. Going from 2-14 to 12-5 is very good. They're developing players that are showing quite a bit of promise. I'm not sure about the history of these Mexfrag players, but I know a couple of them played on a main team last season. Because I remember actually thinking about it, I feel like I played against some of these guys on last season. Obviously not him, he's an amateur move up, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, really?
Maybe it was...
Javier?
Yeah, the demo.
Yeah.
It was, Brodax was on Peru Tech in Maine last season, and they made playoffs. Maybe he was the only one. He was the only one.
But well, to all the Brodax aficionados in the chat, give him our regards, because he's my MVP. I'm gonna say it right here now. Brodax is my MVP of the series. His roamer gameplay, it was honestly a joy to watch at times, especially on Gully Wash. Just really aggressive.
We've got the combined logs up if we want to take a look there.
Definitely. And very aggressive and like very decisive. He's like, oh, I'm going to commit to this whatever play. Okay, then I'm going to commit. Like there's never any hesitation in his game.
And you know what? As a pocket soldier, he's getting bottom heals in the server, both maps, and still doing a ton with it. So as a medic, you love to see a... I thought he was the pocket soldier, but it's possible they switched. I was looking at... I made the graphic based on older logs. It's possible that they swapped. Or, well, they used to have a guy named Gabriel on roamer.
Well, looking at the product, he's got on the product log. He's got.
Anyway, they both have no heals. So, anyway, as a medic, you love to see soldiers that you don't need to be healing all the time. You know, go pick up a damn health pack. 73 health packs, top in the server on Gully.
For real.
Sergeant Salad beats him on health packs on product, but you actually both their soldiers a lot more health packs than the other team soldiers, and that's the important stat there, you know. If you're a soldier player, up and coming soldier player, pick up health packs, your team will love you. What was I doing? I was trying to figure out who my MVP is. Besides, I agree that Brodax was... Both soldiers on Mexfrag were very impressive, but it's hard to not say actually the demo after doing like 500 DPM last map.
Yeah, Javier had a lot of... You made a good point on product of like, he knows the map and you can tell.
He's played a pug or two.
He knew where to trap.
knows where that sticky arc goes.
I think Gaspar too. You know, he had very good games for Scout, but what I was seeing a lot that goes less mentioned in logs was again his ability to contribute to that chaosy style of play, where you just commit to scattering or just dipping out a little bit for the fight and then reappearing. It always seemed like he'd just pop in at really opportune times and get some sort of frag, be it on the med, be it on another player. So Gaspar I thought did very well too, but yeah, the Brodax is...
Another thing that sort of goes unsaid there is when we're talking on Gully about them having Uber ad all the time, that's because they're building like crazy on Gaspar there. And like he got top heals in the server, but I think a ton of that was just, you know, building with the basher.
Yeah.
His damage taken is not crazy high, it's quite low actually for Pocket Scout. No, and Benzo we're seeing a lot of frags, a lot of damage, but he takes a lot of damage too and requires a lot of heals. And without being in the mumble comms, it's hard to know for sure what their what their coordination's like, but I feel like I would think he's the main caller, so.
I feel like they were just pissed off at the end.
It's hard to say. For sure, like, the second half of Gully, they looked like they were falling apart a bit. Or, sorry, actually, not even really the second half, like, the middle chunk, because they did sort of pick it up near the end, but. So, if they managed to avoid the massive tilt, good for them, but. They looked so much less organized on product than Mexfrag. Gully Wash, you could say, like, it's not so bad, besides their med getting caught out a lot near the beginning. But you look at product, and it looks like one of these teams is much more confident in what they should be doing on this map. So, anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yes, make sure you follow Ghost_Loot
we
on
may be
Twitch.
casting. There's 3 matches on Thursday. If we're around, we may be casting one of them. Not sure yet. I'll post in the thread on TFTV if we're going to.
We could even break out my cheeky streaming config. Get the real professional level stuff.
Put you on camera. Well, you could just, I'll get outlines working and shit like that if we decide to.
We'll figure it out. But make sure you follow so you know. All right, that's it. And follow me at Chainlink Millionaire on Twitch. Not that I ever stream either, or don't. I don't care. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. This was fun.
Yeah, shame we didn't get to see Reckoner. I was kind of wanted to see Reckoner, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Shutting down the stream now. See ya. If I can find my OBS.